Welcome to Daily Stretch Program. Today is about hip stretches. This is hip stretch number 2 session to be precise. Get ready to work. So you're going to need a mat. Again, you might need a sofa or a chair around to support. You possibly need something to put under your knees if we're going to do some work that might be tender on your knees. Be careful, and let's start the timer. Here we go. So our first stretch is called the sacroiliac joint lunge stretch left. So we're going to get down into a deep lunge position, heel to groin. In this case, the right leg is straight, the left knee is outside. Just be careful if you suffer from knee pain. You don't want to cramp that joint up too much, but you should be fine if you're careful. I'm just going to hold in here and nice and low. So I'm working here for 30 seconds. 3 seconds to go. And change. Okay, so you'll see it a little bit better from this side as it's camera side. So this is sacroiliac joint lunge right. So we're getting in nice and low here. Now just wait for the buzzer. 4 seconds to go. Here we go. And down. So we're getting right down low here. So heel literally into your groin, knee comes out the outside. Relax into it again. Arms on the floor. Be careful if you have knee problems. And we don't push anything that hurts. If it's uncomfortable, don't do it. But if you're moderately healthy, this is a really good way to open your hips up on a daily basis. Good. So our next stretch is going to be glute stretch left. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our right heel into our left back side. We're going to pull our left knee across like so and hold and pull it into our chest. Sit up nice and straight. If you wish to make it harder, you can turn your hand this way and hold. You should feel that here in my left back side. Quite a tough stretch this. Sit up nice and tall, hug that knee. We've got 8 seconds to go. Good. So obviously we're going to do the other side now. So we're going to do the right side. So the left heel comes into the right back side. Right leg comes across. We're going to hug it like so. Pull it in close to our chest. Just relax a second. Got a few seconds to go before we start. And here we go. So again, you can turn here if you are able. Sit up nice and tall. Hug that knee. It's a really good stretch for anybody who suffers with lower back pain. Glutes are such a vital area in so much of what we do, and for a lot of people they're sort of tight, they're sore, so stretching them regularly is brilliant. 6 seconds. Good, so our next stretch is the piriformis stretch left. So lying flat on your back, bend the right knee up, cross the left knee over it, bring both knees up, and then what you're going to do is bring your left knee towards your right shoulder. That's where we're heading, but have your rest first. Here we go, 3 seconds. Okay, so bring it up, draw it, hug it towards our right shoulder. Relax your head. And again, it's effectively a gluteal muscle, but it's a little further down the gluteal complex. Hold it in tight. Some people get piriformis syndrome, which can cause sciatica type issues. But even if you have got sciatica, the back pain is so important to stretch this. Good, so obviously we're going to do the other side this time. So we're going to bend the left knee. We're going to cross the right knee over it, and when it's time we're going to draw the right knee to the left shoulder. A couple of seconds of rest, get prepared. Here we go. I think it's important when you stretch that you don't want to stretch so it hurts. You want to stretch so you can feel it and then try and relax into it. It's one of the reasons that yoga is so good at promoting mobility, because you relax into it and all the receptors calm and give you a bit more length. hold that nice and steady there. Try and relax into it. Good. So our next stretch is going to be a quad stretch standing left. Okay, so gently get to your feet. So we're going to do the left leg first. Now balance is obviously an issue with this, so I like to hold my ear. Okay, and we're going to hold left heel to backside, 2 knees together, push our hips forward and try and maintain. Holding this for 30 seconds is going to be a challenge balance wise. I'm making it really hard for myself because I'm doing it barefooted standing on a soft mat. You might choose to do it on a firmer surface. You might also choose to do it in a doorway and just hold on to the door frame for stability. Oh. 3 seconds. Good. So next one's the right one. Just have a few moments. Okay. So holding on to the left ear this time. Okay, get nice and controlled. We're going to take right heel to backside, knees together, hip forward, stand up nice and tall. It's really important to push those hips forward, knees together and hold. That's it, try and maintain. Knees together, chest up, bit of a wobble there. And hold. Hips forward, knees together. Focus on a point if you're struggling with your balance. Good, 3 seconds. And relax, good. Shake that out for a second. So, we're going to do a nice easy one here, an adductor stretch. So lying back on the floor, we're going to bring the soles of both feet together. I like to put my hands under the side here, sit up as tall as you can, elbows then into the knees and push them down. Now if you're tight through here, it's quite difficult to do this and sit up straight. You'll see some people who could put it right in, sit bolt upright, you know, and outside of knees are touching the floor. And that's fine, but for the rest of us mere mortals, we want to just try and work on sitting up straight, push down with our elbows and just feel the stretch. 10 seconds left. That's it. Good. Now, the next exercise is a favourite of mine. It's called the warrior. So, you need to have good movement on your feet with this. Nice wide stance. Arms come out as if you're fencing, hence why it's called the warrior. And what we're going to do is we're going to lunge as if we're fencing. Okay, hold for a few seconds. Then we're going to turn, lunge forward for a few seconds. We're going to come back, stretch the other side, hold for a few seconds. Good. And then we're going to rotate and hold this way for a few seconds. Good. Final exercise. So it's very important because so much of the hip musculature is at the front here, big powerful muscles. Your iliopsoas, your rectus femoris, all very strong things. And of course, obviously you've got all your abdominals in there as well. So we're going to finish off with the classic Mackenzie stretch extension. We're going to try and come up on our hands, push our hips into the floor. Now, this is good enough for most people. If you're struggling with this, you might want to start on your elbows. And if you're really good at it, you possibly can come right up and almost lift the top of your thighs off and hold. Good. You should feel this in the groin, maybe in the lower abdomen. Good. And that is us finished for today. Well done.